Thank you, John and Sheila. Our next speakers are students who will talk about how the budget cuts are affecting them directly. First will be Delphine McClelland, a senior in forensic anthropology and a student assistant at the library. After her, we'll hear from Angela Reif and Samuel Mortimer, both members of the Progressive Student Alliance and SGA senators representing Students for a Just University. Delphine?
Hi, thank you all for being here. This will probably be short. I wanted to come out even though I'm in a lot of pain. I'm dealing with a really bad shoulder injury that I can't get taken care of because, like a lot of students here, I don't have insurance and I can't go to the student health center to get them to really do anything about it because they don't have insurance for us and they really don't care. It's not a matter of the students and how they want to help us. As far as these budget cuts, the way they affect me mostly is with the increase in tuition. I'm an out-of-state student and I'm looking at paying over $9,000 for this semester alone to be here. That's insane. I can't even get my diploma at this moment because I still owe UT over $3,000 because my tuition has been cut. Because I'm an out-of-state student and they don't have enough money to give to me so that I can finish paying for school. So while I'm graduating this year, that's a good thing. I can't even get my diploma to even show for it. That really makes me upset. And there's a lot of other students that are in the same position that I am, that we just sit back and constantly have to sit back and watch our tuition rates go up every semester. And then we call down to the financial aid office and we're like, is there anything that you can do? I need to get another loan. Can I get some money? And they'll look at you with a straight face and like, you can get a private loan. From where? Who's giving us private loans nowadays? You can't get money anywhere. That to me is another thing that's just, it makes me outraged by what's going on here. It's just totally crazy. Like it was said earlier, I work here at the library and our student budget at the library got cut tremendously. I'm one of the luckier students that work there because people were able to find me some more hours so that I could actually afford to pay my rent and buy for grocery and at least have a little bit of money to survive on. But there's still a lot more students that are working right now that are struggling day to day trying to figure out how they're gonna pay their rent for next month because they went from having 20, 25 hours to only working 13. So that I can pay my rent and pay tuition and get everything that I need to get done so that I can graduate. I'm forced to work 30 to 35 hours a week. And still, I have to work and find a way to go to school and go into classes. So please, while I'm leaving, everyone stand up and tell Nashville to really stop the cuts.
Students here are already beginning to feel the pinch of our budget cuts. There are less classes being offered, and the classes that I was enrolled in the spring got cut from the fall. These weren't upper level division classes, which are sometimes squirrely to get into anyway. These were classes that have multitudes of sections that I should have easily been able to get into a different section with a different professor at a different time. I looked on CPO expecting to find spots available because UT wouldn't cut my class and not give me another option. And I saw that all of these classes with all these different professors were full. I was taking 12 hours when I first got up here to UT, which meant that I was at the mercy of individual teachers to add me to their already full classes. I wasn't excited or prepared on my first day of school this year. I was nervous and tired. I spent all night figuring out 3 different possible schedules for my semester to work this way. The first teacher I went to add to their already full class, I was downright rejected. He told me that if he added me, that I would have to sit on the floor of his classroom. So the second and the third teacher that also had full classes already of this section had to call and ask the janitor to put in more desks so that I was able to take these classes. Searching for classes added so much turmoil to the beginning of my year. Getting into classes shouldn't be a guessing game or force you to run around campus and asking and begging teachers to add you. Students should be able to trust that when you go home in the summer, that their classes will still be here in the fall. Budget cuts are hurting UT's top priority, to give students a dependable, quality education. Excuse me. Because I was one of the last people added to these classrooms, I was the last of the bookstore. I had to buy the brand new, expensive books, and I missed the first lectures of all my newly added classes. I wasn't the only one that this nightmare happened to. 5,000 other students lost their seats and are experiencing the same problems that I experienced on the first day of school. Education is UT's top priority, right? Yeah. That's not the message that I got on the first day of school here at UT. We mustn't stand idly by and watch the quality of our education suffer from budget cuts. The legislature has the power to make sure that this doesn't happen. Strips of paper are available over here. They might be passed around of a script that you can call our legislatures to tell them to stop the cuts. If you're being affected, which you are, you should call them up and tell them, stop our cuts, fund our university. Thank you.
All right, like the rest of you, I'm feeling the impending crunch of the cuts on the university's budget. Our colleges and staff are doing the best they can with what they're given, and this certainly is not the first time they've been asked to do more with less. Just 30 minutes ago, one of my professors told me that if this happens, that he will more than likely be fired next year. Yesterday, I was trying to persuade one of my friends to come to the rally, and he said that we couldn't support our cause because he thought it won't have an impact, and he thought we should just accept the cuts and move on. No. The day we accept anything less than the best environment for students, faculty, and staff of this university is the day we give up the ideals of higher education and the University of Tennessee starts to go downhill. We all saw the picture in the Beacon about a week ago of John Peterson just relaxing in that comfy chair, comfortably telling everybody that, a couple more $1 million in budget cuts, you guys can deal with it. You already dealt with it fine the first time. He's already come to terms with it, and we are not going to come to terms with it. We should not come to terms with the priorities that Nashville and the state legislators are putting on higher education. If we willingly accept these cuts, I think we all can agree that they will be back again during the next fiscal year. We must unite as a university, students, faculty, and staff to tell Nashville to stop the cuts and put a higher priority on the future of public education and the future of this state.